right, welcome. In this video, you'll be learning about equations and tables, how to write equation when you are given tables, and then how to complete a table when you are given equations. Two words you need to know that are new to you. Input. From the name it sounds, in, you put in, so something you put in, input. Input is the value of the independent variable. Okay, we've talked about independent variable, which is usually x in the coordinate plane. Is x. X comes first before y. So x is the input. So, but it can, remember, x is a variable. It can be any variable actually, but whatever that is independent in a situation is the input, what you put in. Output is what you get when you put something in. So is your final answer, okay, the outcome. So that's the output. Usually it is y. So it is the value of the dependent variable. All right, you have that? Okay. All right, let's look at how, you might be asked to solve problems using this. Okay, so you're given an equation. Use the equation to complete the table. So you're given this equation and you're asked to complete the table. So the input is x. See, the x is the input. The output is y, which is your final answer when you put in x. So if your input is 4, that means you replace x here with 4. And then this whole thing, this expression here, is regarded as the rule. So we can call it rule. That's the rule. Okay. So that's the rule. Is like a machine. You put in, then you put in your input, and then it will throw out the output. So how do we do that? So we write y equals 2x is 2 times x. So make sure you follow the order of operation. Okay. So when x is equal to 4, so we're going to replace x with 4. So y equals 2 times, instead of 2 times x, we write 2 times 4, and then plus 1. Make sure you follow the order of operation. You have to multiply first. So 2 times 4 is 8. So 8 plus 1. So y equals 8 plus 1, which is 9. Very good. So it's 9. So when the input is 4, when you put in 4, you get 9. The output will be 9. You get that? All right, very good. Let's do another next one. So write the whole expression again. So this is 2 times x plus 1. So when the input now is 7, so we use 7 to replace the x. So 2 times 7 plus 1. So 2 times 7 is 14. And then 14 plus 1 is 15. So when the input is 7, the output will be 15 for this equation. Okay, and you can keep going like that. Okay, let's do the next. Y equals 2 times x plus 1. Okay, it's very important. Show your work, make it clear. See, you're using the same machine, plugging in different things. What you get, what you put in will depend what you get out. Put different thing, you get different thing out. So replace that with y. So y equals 2 times 10. 20. Very good. 20 plus 1, 21. So 21. So when x is 10, y would be, oops, can hardly read that, 21. Alrighty, so that's it. So that's one way you can be asked a question like that. So if you're given any equation at all and you know the input, you can put that in to find the output. Sometimes you can be given the output too and you're asked to find the input. The same thing, you can just replace that output with x here, and then we're going to get to that one later. All right, let's look at another example. This is a word problem. Okay, you can write that down. It costs $6 to join an online DVD club and $2.50 to rent each DVD. Write an equation for the relationship that gives the total cost y in dollars for renting x DVDs. Then complete the table. All right, they already told us here that the DVD rented, DVD X represent the DVDs, the number of DVDs you rent, and Y represent the total cost. So the Y is the dependent variable and X is the independent variable. So X is the input and Y is the output. All right? So we need to come up with an equation. That's us to write an equation. So we need that equation to help us find what if this table keeps going. If we rented 100 DVDs, how much are we going to pay? So we don't have to keep adding numbers here, but if we have the equation, we can just answer that question in one at a time, in 1 minute. So the deal is trying to come up with an equation. So we know that the input, which is Y, the input is X, so Y is the output over the input. So the input is independent, the output is dependent. The dependent stays on top, remember that? So maybe if we write this as a ratio, so, and here we have, this is the rate of renting the video. Okay, is $2.50 to rent each, to rent one. So the cost is $2.50 for one. So it's 2.50 over 1. Make sense? Okay. So, or if we are to write it within the equation, what is it going to be? It's going to be what? The dependent, which is Y, is equal to 250, right? Yep. 250x. Because when I multiply it by how many number of DVDs we rent. And then we are going to add how much it costs to just be a member, to join it. So we're going to add 6 to it. So this will become our equation. So you pay $6 just to join the club. And then if you rent one movie, if you don't rent any movie at all, you just pay the $6. So because X will be 0, 0 times this is 0. If you rent one movie, you're just going to pay $250 plus $6. If you rent 3 movies, make sense? Yeah. So depending on the number of movies you rent, will give you the total price you're going to pay. And so if you rented 3 DVDs, how much are you going to pay? So you're going to calculate. Okay, so it's Y equals 2.5. This is 2.50 times 3, and then plus 6. Right? Yep. Okay, so 2 times 3, 2.5 times 3 is? 7. Someone check it. And then plus 6. Add 6 to it, you get? Okay, we get 13.5. So if we rent 3, if you rent 3 DVDs, you're going to pay here $13.50. You get that? Yeah. All right, very good. So how about when you rent 4 DVDs? Okay, try that. You're using the same equation when you rent 4 DVDs. It's going to be Y equals 2.5 X plus 6. So it's Y equals 2.5 times 4 plus 6. Again, follow the order of operation. What is it, Ella? First of all, 2.5 times 4 is? 10. Do we agree? Yeah. All right, so it's 10 plus 6 is? 16. So if you rent 4 DVDs, you're going to pay $16. No cent. Get that? Yes. All right, the last one, how about if you rent 5 DVDs. You rent 5 DVDs, the same thing. So you have 2.5 times 5 plus 6. So 2.5 times 5 is 12.5 plus 6 is 18.5. Okay, 18.5. So which is $18. $18.50. Is that easy enough for you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.